Hey, James, how you doing? My name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. My call is Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Alpha Romeo KC9EAR.
Oh, great call sign there, EAR. Roger, roger. And the name is Dave, is that correct?
Call sign there, EAR. Roger, roger. And the name is Dave, is that correct? Yes, sir. Yeah, I like that call sign, too. When I first got my first license, the FCC gave me that, and I went, how far I can. Man, I'm always keeping this call sign. Roger?
Roger, roger. What radio are you running today, Dave?
Roger, roger. What radio are you running today, Dave? Well, James, I'm running a Yaesu FT710, and that feeds my amp, and then that feeds my X-beam antenna. No, I'm a long wire this time. That feeds my in-fed antenna. It's only up about 20 feet.
Ah, roger that. Well, gosh, you're in, where are you? North Carolina? Where was that?
Where are you? North Carolina? Where was that? No, I'm in Wisconsin, a little town called Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, yes, sir. That's a neat town. Roger, roger. And if you are interested in our setup procedure, starts with you making sure that if that's a newer radio, that's 710, that it's in the 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. TBW, 100 to 2900. That allows your transmitter to be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight to keep you out of other people's conversations, Roger?
To keep you out of other people's conversations, Roger? Yeah, I can't agree with you more. It's a nice little rig. I didn't, to look at it, you wouldn't menu driven. And I just do a little right click on my mouse there, and man, I tell you what, this radio has a lot of capabilities. It does very well. But anyway, I was wondering, you said that if anybody wanted to check out their radio, what kind of signal do you have on me, and can I get an audio report, please?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm monitoring at my local antenna down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. And I can't give you an S meter reading because I'm running very light RF front end, but you seem to be about 5 dB over my noise level. I set I've got a VU meter tied to the output of my 7300 audio, and I set level at 0 on your peaks, and then when you cease speaking, I'm looking at the channel noise, and channel noise is 5 dB below your voice peak, so that's a good signal, Roger.
Oh, Roger, yeah, I got a noise level of about 1, but I don't have any power lines or anything like that around me either. So let me ask you, how is the audio on this radio? I just put a new microphone on here, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago. I haven't really talked to too many people. I don't know, about 3 weeks ago. I haven't really talked to too many people. I'm kind of wondering, does it sound kind of muddy or too low, too high, anything like that?
Roger, Roger. I was just looking, like I said, on the output of my 7300, and I have a spectrum analyzer also tied to the output of my 7300, and I'm in the broad mode, no filtering, so I'm looking down to 100 cycles, and you have activity there, and you have activity all the way through the band, according to my spectrum analyzer, all the way to the top end. So you have a very full audio spectrum in your modulation, so I would not change a thing except that I might touch up the top end just a little bit. Since you do have such a broad audio spectrum, I would add just a little more top end for intelligibility and articulation. So if you have the ability, what kind of equalizer do you have in that radio?
If you have the ability, what kind of equalizer do you have in that radio? The radio has a and that's how the processor works too. You turn that processor on one time and let's see what happens.
Yes, sir. Well, like I say, you need just a little more top end. If you have the ability to put the frequency in your equalizer, if you have a 3-band equalizer, and you can adjust the frequency of that treble part of the equalizer, we want that to be 2.7 kilohertz is the ideal push frequency, and if you can shape the width, we would like a 4, and probably about 5 clicks boost from where you are on 2.7 kilohertz treble EQ. Roger?
Oh, Roger. Well, I tell you what, I got that in my parametric EQ there. I have my highs at 9. They go to 10. I'll put it on 10. And next time I talk to you there or whatever, see if that helps at all. But I have the width on, I have the width on 9 and the, oh shit, what the hell is that called? Hold on.
So probably, if you had the ability, a width of 4 would probably be a better situation, because it would peak more at 2.7 and then roll off naturally on either side. When you get out to a 10, it's so broad that it doesn't really work that well as far as that top end articulation. So we do recommend if you can put a width on that treble EQ, 4 would be the best. Roger?
All right, parametric EQ3, which is my highs, it went from 1, I had it on 1, and now I've just put it to 4. Do you want the bandwidth or do you want the level, Roger?
The bandwidth at 4. And the level probably, are you wide open on that push frequency of treble EQ?
Well, parametric EQ3 frequency is 2800 hertz. Now I got the level at 9 and the bandwidth at 4.
Roger. And 2.7 is the frequency. 2.7 kilohertz is the ideal push frequency. Roger?
I don't know what you exactly mean by that.
Okay, if you can adjust the frequency of your treble EQ, we would like 2700, or 2.7, however you look at it, 2700 as far as the push frequency. Roger?
Okay, I understand now. I get it. You just use different language on it. Okay, that's at 2700 hertz right there. The EQ3 level is at 9 and the bandwidth is at 4. Roger?
Yes, sir. Now, your mid-range EQ2 should be flat or off. And also, are you running the compressor? Compressor should be on at 3. Your compressor should be on at a 3. Roger?
That's with the processor on. That's where I get my compression. So, let me go back to my menu.
Yes, sir. So we've got that radio running in 100 to 2900 as far as the transmit bandwidth. Roger. See, that adjustment affects your top end. So we want that transmitter to be in the best situation it can be, and that would be the TBW at 100 to 2900. Roger?
Roger, I just had to change my menu there and find it. Yeah, it's at 100 through 2900 hertz.
Excellent. Then your compressor processor on at a 3. And then let's go to your ALC to set level. As you go look at your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and you say the magic word audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word in a QSO. Don't stress it, just say it. And as you say it, adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Actually, I'm on my ALC meter all the time. Right now it's running about an 8. My other radio just went off. So Cool. Let me turn it down a little bit. It was on 60. Now it's on 55. Roger.
Gosh, what's on? I forget where we were. As far as the compressor, it should be on a 3. Compressor processor should be on a 3. When you pass a 3 and start coming up hotter, it starts to pump and between words, and that doesn't do anybody any good except irritate. So we suggest that the compressor processor be on at a 3. Roger.
Okay, you told me that a little bit ago, and so that's what I did, and it's been on a 3, and that's what it's on right now. I got my processor on level 3. It goes to like level 25, or no, it goes to level 100. I remember talking to a guy in, I can't remember what country. Yes, we were talking about the same radio, and he had his up at like 85. I went, oh, dude, you might want to turn that down. Anyway, processor's on level 3 right now, Roger.
Roger, did you say that radio is 0 to 100 on the compressor processor? If it is a 0 to 100 on your compressor processor, it should be on a 30. So it's a 30 out of 100 or 3 out of 10, Roger?
Okay, well, we're going to turn it up while I'm talking to you here, and you tell me what you think. There's 15 right there, and there's 20, and there's 25. We'll talk a little bit at 25. We'll go back down to 20. See if that's any bit better. And we'll talk a little bit. Audio. And then we'll go to 30. Okay, there's 30 right there. Audio.
Roger, Roger. 30 is the number there. 30 out of 100. So we're running that compressor processor at a third of its capability. So then we move to that ALC, and we want the ALC meter to read in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3 as you say the word audio and adjust your mic level. Roger.
Okie dokie. And we can do that while we're going. So, ready? Audio. Audio. That's kind of hard to tell. Audio.
Okay, so we're not interested in the latter part of that word. We're actually interested just in the part. You become a human test generator. There's no doubt about it. That level is very constant, as opposed to, say, like a voice, setting the level by voice, which is amplitude modulated and it's jumping everywhere. The word audio gives, don't worry about the last part of that word, just the first part, and adjust your mic level for 7 or 2/3 on your ALC.
Okay, we'll give her a try there. Right now it's bouncing around about 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Audio. Well, a little bit more. Audio. Audio. All right, that's it. 49%. Roger?
Roger, so the number is 7 or 2/3, so you need to bring that mic level up just a little bit. 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter. Roger?
Roger, I'm sitting here watching my ALC meter. It's bouncing between about 6 and... All right, I'll turn up a little bit. All right, there's audio. That's on 8 now. Audio, hanging out on 8. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Okay, so then did we go back to your equalization there, and we're maxed out on our treble boost. Is that a Roger?
What was that last part? Maxed out on what?
We're maxed out on our treble EQ boost. Roger?
Hold on.
Do you have any more EQ push left on your treble EQ at 2.7?
Hold on, don't go away yet.
All righty, I was just curious if you had any more EQ push left on your treble EQ, sir.
Roger, I went too far and went down to the parametric EQ and I had to bring it back. All right, that's parametric EQ level 3. Level 3 or parametric EQ 3. Sorry, and the level's on 10. The bandwidth is 4. The frequency is 2,700 hertz. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Okay, and the mids are EQ flat. The mid EQ is flat or off. Roger. That's EQ2. The mids are flat or off.
Roger. I just turned it off. Okay. I'm sorry I'm not coming right back to you. My microphone's in the way and I kind of got to move around it. But that's with the parametric EQ frequency is off. The level's at 4. The bandwidth is at 3. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Okay, so let's go to the your EQ1, your base EQ. And if you can put a number in there, we want to put 200 in your base EQ frequency. 200 cycles. Roger?
Roger, that's where I got it, at 200 hertz right there.
Yes, sir. Okay, with the 4 on that base EQ number 1, Roger?
Like you to help me out with this, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Over?
Yes, sir. So you're at 200 cycles on your base EQ number 1, and we want to width of 4 on that base control. Roger?
Okay, it's on -5 right now. Just give me a second.
Not the level yet, but the width. We want the width at 4. Roger?
Bandwidth is at 4, minus level on the -5 on the level. Roger?
Roger, Roger. And your 200 cycles in the input frequency. Roger?
Roger.
Okay, so tell me about the best thing you like about your radio, and let me listen to you for a minute.
Well, the one thing I liked about it was the price. I hadn't been in radio in many, many years, and it was my really kind of step back. It was my back end. You know, I only played around on 10 meters, so I bought this radio because the price was right. I liked the touchscreen display on it. I liked how you could put a mouse on it, but mostly I liked because it was rated very well in Sherwood's list is number 3. They did have it at 4. Sherwood's list is number 3. They did have it at 4, but they found out that the people that were making them SDRs cheated, so it went up to 3. So I bought it, and I'm playing with it. I mean, to tell you, I don't care. If there's somebody way out there, you can bring them in, and you can clean them up and clear them up. It's actually a very nice little radio. Roger?
Roger that, Roger that. Well, I'm glad that you got that radio and got it tuned up just the way you like it. Like I say, we primarily work on transmitters, and we have been recording. So if you would like to hear your radio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will bring you followed by the word logbook. So that's KC9VKV followed by the word logbook will bring you to this recording. This will be cut number 1 in a series of 3,600, and I should have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Oh, Roger, I will do that. I will do that. You know, as a matter of fact, when I put this microphone on this radio, because it's an Electro Voice RE320, and I spent a lot of money for it, but I'm trying to get that nice, clean, clear audio, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate your help in this, and you know, you got it all on your spectrum scope there that, you know, because I use my spectrum through the FFT scope there, and I saw it bounce around pretty good. I thought I had it pretty well tuned, but you know, there's always that guy out there to know what he's doing, and so when you hollered about anybody needed a radio check or anything like that, I figured, hey, I'll give this guy a shot. Man, I can't tell you how happy I am. I can't tell you. Thank you very, very much, sir, James. I appreciate it.
Roger, Roger, sir. And I have been using my my local receiver, which is a 7300, which is good down to 100 cycles, and looking at that on my spectrum analyzer. And from time to time, I did move out to one of my SDRs. I'm running 5 separate SDRs across the country. And of course, obviously, the SDRs are rolling off lower frequencies, like around 200 hertz or 250 hertz. So they don't sound quite as good as my 7300, but it. And I have a chevron on the right side that shows you exactly where the audio is coming from, so you can understand it. It lists my 7300 and then my 5 SDR, so you can see where it's coming from. And let's see what else. So spectrum analyzer, it's got three white marks on it. The white mark to the left all the way denotes 100 hertz, and then as you move out to the right, the first white mark out to the right is 1 kc. Then there's a black space, which is 2 kc, and then there's another white mark, which is 4 kc. So you can see right in that area your frequency content. Roger?
Roger, yeah, I got the same thing on this. So I like this radio because it has 3 different displays on it for waterfall or the 3D. You know, you have the center, and then you got the cursor and the fix, and they all have their uses. I got to tell you, that was one of the reasons I really like this radio a lot.
And Kilo 8 Echo Whiskey Mike.
I've talked to other people that have them too, and
frequencies in use.
And there's the other guys out there that have both of them. They prefer the DX10, but I'm pretty happy with this one. I don't do TW, and I just like the Reg 2, and do DX if I can. And yeah, that's what I do. DX if I can. Yeah, that's what I do. So, oh man, very much. I appreciate it. I really do. Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Alpha Romeo for ID.
Roger, Dave. I just moved over to my North Carolina, my Georgia SDR, and so I moved off of my local receiver to my Georgia SDR for that last transmission, and that'll be reflected on the input source indicator as you look back. So let me say 73 to you, sir. Sounded mighty good. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you, Roger.
Join us next Friday. We'd love to have you, Roger. Oh, Roger. Yeah, I'll remember that. By golly, I sure do appreciate it there, James. And God bless you. By all means, God bless you. And for them other fellas that was out there hollering at you and stuff, you know, I wouldn't even just give them no mind at all. I just wouldn't even talk to them and argue with them at all. Just like you said, you need to get along on radio and help each other. And when I first got into radio and I read that book, that's what it said. It said ham operators are friendly and helpful. And in the old days, it used to be. I was licensed in 2003 when I got out of radio for a while. And it's not helpful too much anymore. So you run into a guy like you. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. You have a great day, and may God bless you. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Alpha Romeo, 73.
Roger, Dave, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon. Beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.